guys, so in this lesson I wanted to go through a few more turnarounds. If you've watched some of the past lessons, you would have seen I've been through the 1-6-2-5 turnarounds, the 3-6-2-5 turnarounds, and then even some 2-5-3-6 turnarounds. Now these ones are all a little bit different. They don't use sort of the basic 2-5 or cycle of fifths pattern or anything like that. Each one, I suppose, is a little bit different, so I'll explain them as I go. Now the first couple I'm going to show you are called backdoor turnarounds, and the reason is instead of ending up on the G7, which is in front of the C, then following to the C, we end up on the B flat 7, which is behind the C, and then go to the C. So it's the back door to the C, to the tonic. So the first one I'm going to show you uses a similar idea to what I covered in a prior video, that is a secondary 2-5 moving to a primary 2-5, but very slightly. So the chords are E minor 7 to A7, which is your secondary 2-5, then moving to the D minor 7, but then going around the back door to the B flat 7, and then to the C. So the last 4 bars of a 12-bar blues using that turnaround sound something like this. Right, so it's the same idea as a 3-6-2-5, 3-6-2, but instead of the 5, we're going to the flat 7, the B flat or the back door. Now, another way to play the backdoor turnaround goes as follows. You play the C major 7 to C7 to F minor 7 to B flat 7, and then back to C7 for your fresh go round the 12-bar blues. Now that's really a similar idea. You're essentially sitting on the root for a bar, just playing the major 7 to the dominant 7. Then you're just playing a 2-5 in the key of E flat in this case, but just a 2-5 to end up on the B flat to go to the C via the back door. So the last 4 bars of the 12-bar blues would sound like this. So that's a fun one to play. Now the next one is a little bit different. It uses effectively the C diminished chord, but in a quite interesting way. So it effectively goes C7 to A7, which is a standard 1-6, which is common, so that's great, that makes sense. But then it moves to the G flat 7, and then it moves to an E flat 7. Now that's a little bit unusual. So if you follow the sort of the roots of each chord, you'll find that it traces out the diminished chord. So it goes C, A, G flat, E flat. So that's your standard C diminished chord. And so that's sort of, it's playing with that kind of idea, using dominant chords over a diminished shape. And that, it sounds a little bit strange, but strange is good, especially in jazz. So the last 4 bars of a 12-bar blues would go something like this. Drilled home the diminished sound in the left hand by playing the bass notes, playing the root notes of each chord in the bass. So so that's quite an interesting little turnaround that you can put in that sounds a bit more exotic, a bit more jazzy, and certainly not at all cliche. People won't know what the hell you're doing but it does have some logic, does have some pattern, and it gets you back to the C, which is where you want to be. Now the last one I'm going to show you in this lesson is a great little turnaround that's used in a lot of sort of swing jazz songs, but it essentially goes as follows. A minor 7 to D7 to D minor 7 to G7 and then to the C. Right, so that's a great little thing to play. So all the chords there are pretty familiar. It's a 6 going to a 2 as a dominant, staying on the 2 but going to the minor, to the 5, to the 1. And so the last 4 bars of a 12-bar blues sound like this. Right, and that voicing sounds especially nice because you've got that C on the top repeating with each chord, except for the G, and then back to the C. So your sort of little melody goes, and that sounds great because it's effectively just root, 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 leading note, root. Cool, and that's all the turnarounds that I wanted to show you in this lesson. So thanks for watching. See you guys.